Livestock, Carstairs, Alberta, 5th place, 32.51. New Trend Flair 5G, exhibited by New Trend Cattle Company, Strathmore, Alberta. Please add in your catalog. That heifer will be in tonight's sale. 6th place, 32.30. East Poplar, Miss Century 917G, exhibited by East Poplar Simmental's Coronach, Saskatchewan, and that heifer will be in tonight's sale as well. 7th place to 32.38. City View 309A, Boss Lady 54G, exhibited by City View Simmental's Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Once again, I'd like to acknowledge some of the major sponsors here at 2019 Agribition. Of course, Chevrolet GMC. You've seen a lot of powerful livestock. Now Platinum sponsors GMC and Chevrolet. Encourage you to check out the powerful trucks like the Sierra and Silverado. Take pride in your cattle and take pride in your ride. The John Deere Profile of Champions. Of course, John Deere is very proud to sponsor the Elite Profile of Champions now for over 30 years, honoring the champions of the purebred beef breeds. The Grand Champion exhibitors will each receive a specially commissioned John Deere jacket and display banner for their stall to recognize their supremacy. John Deere is proud of its heritage of making outstanding farm equipment, and we're very proud to have John Deere with us again this year, one of our major sponsorship in the capacity of our Profile of Champions and the very, very coveted Grand Champion jackets. The voice of Saskatchewan Cattlemen, the Saskatchewan Cattlemen's Association, very pleased to have them on board as well here at Agribition. Through their advocacy, research, and communication, they are indeed the voice of Saskatchewan beef cattle. Their job is to help you succeed.
It's a whiskey kiss, make it melt like ice. It's hands on hips under dark blue lights, moving slow in the midnight glow. There's still drunk girls in the bathroom acting like they're best friends, talking boyfriends, crying mascara, holding their hair up. Girls looking for a guy with money to blow, guys looking for a girl that can get back home. Numbers on napkins, shots on shots, everybody working what they got. Like the whole room just turned 21. Some looking for forever, some just for fun. All the names are new and the night is young. Everybody in here just falling into neon falling into neon There's drunk girls in the bathroom acting like they're best friends, talking boyfriends. It's a masquerade, such a wicked game. Girls looking for a guy with money to blow, guys.
Okay, here is Shannon Eaton with his comments on this class of 2-year-old females with calves at foot. And take it away, Shannon.
In these 2-year-olds, we're going to start off with a female that I really admire the female for their overall length of body. She's got that natural muscle. I really, really like the way she ties that neck down into the brisket and into her shoulder. And, you know, she's a very big ribbed heifer. She's got lots of sweep to her body. Just one that I think in the cow range, she wins the class by herself. And then you look at the heifer calf that's in front of her. Looks like the apple falls straight down from the tree. Just a heifer calf that's just put together as nice as you can make one for me, and just a pair that, in my opinion, she wins this class handily. We get to a pair again. I guess she falls into her heifer calf. Yes, it would compete with the heifer above her, but in the overall cow structure, she just gets overpowered for me. She gets a little flat coming out of her brisket into that chest floor. She's just a little flat, tighter in through that heart girth for me. A little flatter on the side, but again, when you get behind her, she's got plenty of power over the top, and she does carry it down into that hock. And just a very nice individual. Again, just gets overpowered here in this class today. We come to the third hole here. A pair that, you know, when they come in the ring, you really, really admire them. They're very eye-appealing, attractive pair. Just the concern I have with this cow as she walks around, that udder does start to move for me, and as a 2-year-old, I just see problems as we go on that maybe she's going to get a little loose in that udder for me, and that udder could break down as we go further, and that's why she falls down to third hole here today. Again, we come to fourth hole here, a pair with a very, very powerful heifer calf up front. Just a cow that just gets overpowered by the ones ahead of her, and she does have 2 extra teats on the back of that udder. You know, for the show ring at home, I know it's fine, but for the show ring, you know, we got to get nitpicky, and that's why she falls down to fourth hole here today. Round out the class with 2 pairs with bull calves out in front of them. Cows that are very broody, cows that are long-bodied, deep-sided. They just get overpowered here today, and their calves out in front of them get overpowered by the heifer calves ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. Okay, in this class of 2-year-old females with calves at foot, yes, they deserve a round of applause. Entry 3438, River Hill 54ZL 25E, and her calf at side is River Hill 105D Glitter 25G from the River Hill Stock Farm at Neilburg, Saskatchewan. Second in class is entry number 3435, River Hill 68 I Appeal 44E with calf at side KFC Gem 44G, and entry of Presswell Parks at Richmond, Virginia. Third in class is entry number 3438, Wren of Par 70E with her calf at side Greenwood Goddess DJP 70G, and this calf is in the sale tonight from Greenwood Speckle Parks at Lloydminster. Fourth in class is entry number 3437, Ravenworth Northern Star 120E, an entry of the Ravenworth Cattle in Middle Lake, Saskatchewan. Fifth in class is entry number 3434, Redneck 5C Elizabeth 13E, an entry of the 444 Ranch at Odessa. And sixth in class and selling in the sale tonight is entry 3433, Calico Exclusive 11E, an entry of Calico Creek at Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Next class coming into the ring will be a mature cow with calf at foot. These cows range in age from the 17th of March 2016 to the 23rd of April 2014. There should be 3 of them. Next class into the ring, and we'd sure like to invite you to the marshalling area, will be senior champion female. So the winner of the previous class will just kind of stay in the marshalling area for senior champion female.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Simmental ring class has been placed. Our Judge Andre with his comments.
Okay, another one of these really strong Simmental heifer calf classes in front of us here today. To start off this class with quite an individual. This is just a tremendous heifer. You got to, first of all, her structure. She's on that sound base and she gets out and she strides because she's so correct, and I really appreciate that about her. Then you get looking at the rest of her. She's big barreled, she's strong topped, she's got lots of quarter to her, and then you get up into that front end, she's super sweet in their front end. A heifer that comes to the top of the class for me quite handedly for me today. Moving to my second place heifer. This heifer follows very closer in in her make and her type. She's super correct. She's got that long spine and she's really strong top. She just gives up that little extra of that pop and that natural thickness and that heifer has above her, but a very strong heifer in that second hole. Moving to my third place heifer, this is again a very stout heifer. I really got to appreciate how much natural thickness that heifer has in her. She is strong top. She's big barreled. Does she give up just a little bit of that stride of the two heifers above her? Maybe just a little bit, but I'm being pretty picky on that heifer. That's a tremendous heifer. Moving to my fourth place heifer, I really got to appreciate the power this heifer has. She's so strong topped. She's got lots of that natural thickness to her. She's super correct. Does she give up a little bit of that eye appeal? Just a touch for me today. Moving to my black heifer, this heifer, I really got to admire the mellowness in this heifer. This heifer is a very easy doing heifer, a very correct heifer. Does she get outgunned performance-wise? Just a little bit, but I had to move that heifer up because I know she's going to be that easy doing female later on in her life. Moving to my red heifer here, we got again a really long spined heifer, a heifer that gets out on the move and she got lots of presence to her. I maybe just like to give her a little bit more capacity to compete a little bit higher today. And I moved to my last place heifer. This is there's a lot of good in this heifer. This heifer is a really long spined heifer. She's got lots of rib cage to her. I just maybe give her a little bit more eye appeal to compete with the heifers above her, but a really strong set of Simmental heifer calves.
Thank you, Andre. Once again, let's have a nice round of applause for those exhibitors just outside the ring there. Class is led out by 3263. Double Bar D Morgan 430G, exhibited by Longview Angus Grenfell, Saskatchewan, second place to 3200. Double Bar D Duchess 431G, exhibited by Dusty Rose Cattle Company, Arcola, Saskatchewan, third place to 3205. HFL Emma 909G, exhibited by Horner Cattle Company, Minnedosa, Manitoba, fourth place to 3237. City View 436 B Gracie 46G, brought to us today by City View Simmentals, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, fifth place to 3231. East Poplar Night Lady 912G, exhibited by East Poplar Simmentals, Coronac, Saskatchewan. Mark in your catalog, that heifer will be at tonight's sale, in the sale. Sixth place to 3223. KWA Miss Scream 103G, exhibited by Ashworth Farm and Ranch Limited, Onger, Saskatchewan, and seventh place to 3278. West Hill Miss West Wing 12G, exhibited by West Hill Ranch, Simmental's Good Soil, Saskatchewan. Once again, our judge in the Simmental show is Mr. Andre Stepler of Miami, Manitoba. Andre and his wife Katie, daughter Bryn, and son Braden reside on the family farm near Miami, Manitoba, where Andre, along with his three brothers and parents, operate multifaceted Stepler Farms Limited. Andre owns and manages the cattle division that includes 475 purebred registered Charolais females, as well as a commercial herd of 100 head of Black Angus females. The farm holds an annual spring bull sale in March and the annual Piece of the Program female sale each fall. Stepler Farms will be celebrating 43 years breeding and marketing Charolais genetics. Andre enjoys traveling the country, evaluating and judging cattle, with highlights being the Junior Beef Extreme at the Royal and the Supreme at Farm Fair International in Edmonton, as well as the 2018 RBC Beef Supreme Challenge at Agribition 2018. Very pleased to have with us, judging our Simmental show, Mr. Andre Stepler.
Shots on shots, everybody work at what they got. Like a just turned 21. Some looking for forever, some just for fun. All the names are new and the night is young. Everybody in here just falling into neon love. Falling into neon love. Just falling into neon love.
And Shannon is ready for his comments on this mature cow-calf class.
In these pair classes, where it gets tough is when you got to outweigh. Does the one calf beat the other calf? Does the cow beat the other cow? In this class here, it just comes down to the cow. I'm starting off the class with just a real sweetheart here. She's one that, just the eye appeal just explodes at you. She doesn't really like me, but I really like her. It's a story of my life. Anyway, she's very, very nice shouldered. You get behind her, she explodes out of that spine down into her rib cage. You look at her from behind, she's just power. She's got a beautiful udder. Ooh, she doesn't like you either. She's one that moves extremely well. She's done a fantastic job on a big, rugged bull calf out in front of her. Just an outstanding pair to start off this class. As we pulled this